Right, guys. Hello, everyone. This video is gonna be a fucking rant because of some shit that happened, and it's just gonna be a bit of a rant, an angry rant, because I'm fucking pissed, to be honest. I'm really fucking pissed. I know I'm saying like be positive and try to ignore this shit as much as you can, but sometimes it really gets to you. You know what I mean? The audacity of these fuckers, man. Like, you just leave me the fuck alone, man. It can drive people nuts, man. Like, I mean, like, okay, it's better to ignore them and just move on and do your own shit. But come on, man, like, leave me the fuck alone, man. Like, you know, fuck you, you know? It really annoys me. Like, how dare you? Like, you're sitting there in front of me and you're trying to play it like you're not talking about me. And then you're talking shit about me to your friends or your whatever. And you're making fun of me. And then, like, I challenge you about it and you just fucking deny it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, like, it's none of my business. It is my business. It is my fucking business. Because when you start talking shit about me and making fun of me, you have involved me, okay? It is my fucking business. Don't talk shit about me. I will fucking challenge you on that shit. I will tell you to fuck off. Like, Jesus, man, like, where did these people come from? What fucking planet you come from, you fucking crazy motherfuckers? Like, I would never dream of doing that shit. Like, if I was sitting somewhere and I was making fun of someone that just came into a cafeteria or some shit like that in the street, like, I was randomly crossing the street, right? I was minding my own business. I wasn't doing anything weird. These, like, three African guys, one of them looks at me and gives me, like, a weird look. I can tell by the look that he's looking at me. Like, that is not the look you give a random stranger that's doing nothing and minding their own business. That's the look that you give someone that you know something about. You have some beef with them or some shit like that. Who are you to give me that look? He just, you know, looks at me like all weird and he gestures to his friend and he says some shit about me going back home and I don't know what. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, who are you? And of course you can't do anything because you're in public. And if you challenge him, you look like you're crazy. You know, because if you say something, he'll just deny it and say, I didn't say anything. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. Come on, man. You're sitting there and talking about me. How the fuck do you know so much about me? How the fuck do you know so much about me that you need to talk about me? I'm a fucking stranger. Like, move the fuck on, man. You know, cross the fucking street and mind your own business like normal people do. You look at me like I'm, where do you hear this shit about me? Where do you hear these stories that make you need to talk about me and focus about me like so much, like I'm some fucking celebrity? Like, who fucking, you know, what? What? Why can't I just walk in the street and people leave me the fuck alone? Not give me weird looks, not giving me fucking talk about me or, you know, say some random shit about me, know all of this shit about my life story like I'm some fucking... Where are you getting your fucking information from? And you tell me I'm making up this gang stalking? Fuck it, okay, don't call it gang stalking, okay? Everyone's telling me I'm making up all this gang stalking shit, okay? Everyone, my family, you know, unfortunately because of I'm so stressed out with all this crap that I am actually seeing a psychologist and he says you're making it up and he, well, not exactly implicitly, but he's saying like, you know, you're you know, I mean, you know, you're exaggerating, maybe you're misinterpreting things. You think that people are talking about you, but you don't have proof. Like, fuck you, nigga. I see, like, someone is, like, fucking talking shit about me. I know them. Even if they're talking another language, I know that they're fucking talking about me. You can easily pick up on this shit, you know what I mean? Like, just by the gestures and the tone of voice and the way people look at you in a mocking way, you can tell a lot of things, you know? And it's not just that. I mean, it's, you know, everyone's denying it. Like, motherfuckers, I'm not crazy. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not fucking crazy. I'm not making this shit up. It is happening. The question is, why is it happening? Like, I'm not gonna bother myself to find out why and how and all this shit because I know it's a fucking rabbit hole and that's kind of where they want you to go. But, like, fuck you, motherfuckers. Like, leave me alone, man. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, what is your problem with me? What is your problem with me anyway? Like, what have I done to you? Like, if I have a beef with someone, if I feel the need to talk shit about someone all the time, and I feel the need to fucking, like, I don't know, put them on surveillance and fucking follow them and treat them like crap and all this shit. Like, at the very fucking least, that motherfucker must have done some shit to me, right? He must have crossed some fucking barrier with me, right? I don't just go and mess with random people for fun. Like, fuck you. You got no life? Do something else, man. Go masturbate. I don't care. Go eat junk food. Go fuck a hooker. I don't care what you want to do. But don't fucking involve me in your fucking twisted piece of shit life. Fucking hell, man. Like, I don't get it. Like, how did we get involved in this shit? I mean, come on, man. How did we get involved in this shit? Like, I know people can have made mistakes in the past. People can have made, you know, all kinds of mistakes that they regret. I mean, fucking hell, man. There's people that murder people and they go to jail for it, okay? And they don't get this kind of treatment. Like, for fuck's sake, man. I am not a criminal. I have not murdered anyone. I have not raped anyone. I have not stolen anything from anyone. I am not criminal. I'm not doing any nasty fucking shit. I'm just looking for a motherfucking job, man. I just want my life. I got my friends. I got my family, man, okay? I'm just, that's it. There's nothing to it, you know? I'm not some crazy mofo who's trying to plan or plot some motherfucking shit. You know, I'm not doing this crap. So what is your problem? What is your problem with me? And the question is, who can I talk to about this shit? You can't talk to no one. Everyone's silent. Everyone's denying everything all the fucking time. Everyone is acting like there's nothing. You talk about it and you look like you're crazy and nothing's happening and blah, blah, blah. And you can see it clearly in your fucking face. Like, they're just talking about you all the time. And they're, you know, like, fuck you, man. Like, what's going on, man? So either I sit there and take it like a little bitch, or I confront you about it, as I should, because, hey, you're impinging on my fucking boundaries. Like, hey, fuck off, leave me alone. No, I'm crazy one. So I'm what? My hands are tied, I can't do shit? What is this? This is how you treat people? Like, what? Hey... I must, I mean, according to this treatment, I must be the worst scum that is walking the fucking planet. I must be the devil incarnate. If I get treated like this. Fucking hell, man. Nah, I'm just pissed off with all this, you know? I mean, sometimes you gotta vent, you know? Sometimes you gotta, like, let it out, man. Fucking hell. Let it out, you know? I've had enough. Another thing is, okay... I know how we say, like, okay, you try to ignore it as much as you can, and yeah, that's the best thing you can do. I mean, you also got to focus on your life. My point is, you don't want to get sucked into this whole gang stalking video crap, you know, and trying to figure out what it is and that, and then your life is, like, falling apart, and you're just focusing on what they're saying and doing. But, it's just funny because these people keep talking about all kinds of shit in my life. They seem to know everything. They seem to know every little fucking detail, you know? It's like there's some motherfucking snitch who just keeps giving them all the details about it. Some motherfuckers, like, focused on you, you know? Like, they need to know what you're doing and what you're up to all the fucking time, every second of your life, every move you make. Like, fuck's sake, man. You know what I mean? I mean, this is just, it's fucking sick. Like, you know what I mean? They know everything that you're doing. They know, like, literally everything every new development happening in your life. Leave me the fuck alone, man. Like, do I know this shit about the random people that I see walking in the street? Like, I don't know these people. Like, fuck, whatever. I don't care. If you're my friend, you're my friend. I know about you. And, you know, if I don't know, then I don't know. Like, whatever, man. And it's not like I go around telling people all the details in my life, you know? I don't do that. I'm just telling people that are, you know, in my life, like people that are my friends or that I know personally. That's the kind of people that I'm telling. But, you know, and I know what you're gonna say. Hey, probably there's some fucking gang-stalking perps that you know that, you know, that, I don't know, probably are double playing you or some shit like that, you know, like they, you know, they will act and pretend and stuff like that and then relay information about you. Maybe that's happening. I don't fucking know, man. Or maybe it's because of spying and hacking. Man, it's just such a sick, twisted fucking game to play on someone. Like, come on, man. Come on. Is this how people want to live their lives? Like, torturing other people? Like, come on, man. Is this how you want me to live my life? Having to worry about all this shit all the fucking time? Is this how you would want to live your life, you motherfuckers? Having to worry about all this shit of being under surveillance all the fucking time. I mean, come on, man. Have some common sense. I don't do this shit to people. I've never done this shit to people. I would never do this shit to people. You know, and yes, my initial advice does still stand. Try to ignore it as much as you can. In the sense that, you know, ignore it. Just move on and do the shit that you want to do with your life. And that's the best thing that you can do, I guess. But, you know, sometimes it does, because it is, I do realize, okay, that it's happening around you, so you can't, like, completely, you know, remove it from your reality, like an ostrich would. You can't do that. It's literally happening in your fucking face. So what I mean by ignore it is try to just get it out of your consciousness as much as you can and just, you know, focus on other things. Because there were stages at which I was, like, completely obsessed by it. And I could think about nothing but gang stalking, what these people were doing to me and what would happen. And, of course, all the gaslighting. Because they keep saying about things that are, like, horrible things are going to happen to you. And, of course, they never happen, you know? They're like your enemies wishing you bad things to happen. You know, and the worst part of it is just the fact that they talk shit behind your back. That just pisses the living fuck out of me. Like, if we could talk this out and sort it out, and like we can talk motherfucker to motherfucker, that would not be a problem. But if you just keep playing this twisted, silly game of like talking shit behind my back, and then, you know, fucking when I challenge you on it, you just act like nothing, and man, that just pisses me off, man. It's just fucking... It's not always easy to ignore it. It's not always easy, you know? Because you want to pin those motherfuckers somewhere and just, like, you know, man, like, fucking leave me alone. But, yeah, that's just the way it is. Yeah. Sorry guys, just a bit of a rant. Like, I really felt like doing it. I really felt like ranting, because sometimes it's just enough, man. You know, who wants to live this reality where they feel like everyone is a fucking demonic entity that's attacking you? Like, I mean, come on, man. I'm living, I want to live my life. I don't want to live in a fucking war zone, you know? Where every second I need to remind myself to forget about all this shit and do some other thing. You know, I mean, it's just, come on, man. Is how people live? Is there something that we don't know? Like, is there something that we don't know about life that somehow a lot of people know secretly and they're just laughing? We never told you, motherfucker. It kind of feels like that. It feels like I'm some kind of reality show where everyone knows and I'm just the only one who doesn't know, and some kind of fucking dirty fucking trick is being played, and everyone knows, and the irony of it is, like, yeah, you're the dumbass who doesn't know, but everyone knows, and they don't want to tell you because it's so excruciatingly funny for them. They just get a massive kick out of it. And you know what? And this whole thing ties into the whole narcissism shit that I was talking about. And they get a kick out of it, but they also get a kick out of denying that it's happening to you, gaslighting you, as it is happening to you, and you're complaining from the effects of it. Then they come to, I mean, you complain about it, and then I deny it to you. Like, as you're being, I guess, assaulted, I deny that you are being assaulted. Fucking hell, man. This is a hell. This is not... It's not normal, man. Like, who is behind this shit? Who's doing this shit? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? There's just something is not right. Something is definitely not right. Something is definitely not right. And I wish it was a simple equation of me being crazy. You know, that would explain a lot of things. You know, like, okay, I am crazy, and I'm paranoid, and I'm imagining all these things, and I'm delusional, and that's it. End of story. Take your fucking medication, you'll be alright, you know. But unfortunately, as we know, It does not work that way. It's not you imagining it, because it is actually happening to you, you motherfucker. It happening to your fucking face. You wish you were imagining it. You wish you were schizophrenic. You wish you were delusional. You wish. Because then it's just a matter of you taking a fucking simple antipsychotic. And that's it. It'll solve all your fucking problems. You'll go to sleep tonight. You feel good. Next morning you wake up. It's all sunshine, buddy. It's all unicorns, buddy. But I'm telling you, man, they fucking lying to you. They're fucking lying to your face. Maybe they fucking know. I don't know. The funny thing is this. The funny thing is, they've tried to convince me so many times that I'm making this shit up. And I haven't given up. You know why I haven't given up? Because I've seen what I've seen. Now, I have agreed to one thing. I said maybe in some cases I am overinterpreting what other people are saying, because I'm just so used to expecting all the gang stalking to happen to me all the fucking time, that when someone is actually not gang stalking you, and they're not talking shit about you, they're not doing any weird shit to you, you know, you're just anticipating the worst, right? Because you're like, you know, you're so used to it, right? And and yeah, that's the fucking problem, you know. And you know, then it's like you're just expecting it, you're anticipating it before it even happens, because you're just so used to it. And then, yeah, I mean, sure, I'm interpreting a lot of times. And okay, my psych once said, you know, he said, maybe you should also live a bit like a king, like fuck them, they can say whatever they want about me. That's not a problem, because if they're saying whatever they're saying about me, then who gives a shit, you know, what they're saying or not saying. You know, you just live like a king, and they can say whatever they say, and you can, you know, focus on yourself and killing and slaying and doing all the things you want to do. But it's just so annoying, this shit. It really gets to you sometimes. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, you can be as thick-skinned as you want to, but I mean, come on. At some point, just the fact that everywhere you fucking go, people are talking shit about you. You know what my friend said to me? He you know, and I mentioned this to him. He said, he was like, man, if I was walking through a mall and everyone was talking about me all the time and talking shit about me, I might just jump off the fucking top of the building, you know, because that's it. You wouldn't be able to handle it, because it's not normal. People don't go through this shit. This shit doesn't happen to people. Wake up, man. It doesn't happen to people. It doesn't happen to regular people. It just doesn't fucking happen in regular life. It doesn't happen. It's not normal, man. And it's followed me from one country to another, man. It's just, come on, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I just kind of ranted on this video. You don't watch it if you don't want to. It's a fucking, like, rant video, so whatever. Fuck it. But, you know, well, if you were listening to this, then you probably watched it already. But, I mean, you know, hope you guys staying strong and, you know, taking it easy. Obviously, today I'm not taking it easy.